Hello, everybody. This is Dan Hunt with the JSKA Rochester Virtual Dojo. We've got 10 people here at the Oakland Field House. It's awesome. It's going to be a great class today. Plan today is to do some warm-ups and then get into some combinations for Kumite that we did earlier in the week, and then some Enpi kata and also some bunkai from the Enpi kata, kind of reinforce what we did on Thursday. So hopefully you enjoy it, and we will get started here right now. Okay, so let's line up. So should be able to do one line. So Mike right in the corner there. Yeah, there we go. All right, Mike. All right, spread out. Let's do some warm-ups here. All right, I think I'm going to move this back, and then if we get some, if we get Andy to join us a little later, we'll move it back again. Okay, so running in place. And if you're on the side, try and move away from the wall, because most of our kata will take you right into the wall. And that grass is okay, Mike, but I think it's a little sliding. It's nice and cushy, but yeah, for running and stuff. But I think it might be a little slidey. Might be better for turf shoes. Okay, jumping jacks. Change your hands. Change your feet. Change your hands again. All righty. Hips around. Sorry. Hips around. Elaine, can you close that door, please? Thank you. Switch. Front, back. Really push your hip back, not your head forward. Push your hip back. This, yeah, there, like that. Yeah, your head's got to come forward so you don't fall over. So if I do this, I'll fall forward. I don't bring my head forward. You got to get your hip back. All right, knee lifts. Let's left leg forward. Hitch. Knee. Oh, no pain, son. I love it. Go, feel like I'm a new man. Sichi. Hachi. Like how high you can go. Yeah. Switch legs. Hitch. Knee. Un. Shi. Go. Rick. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. All right, and you're sneaking up to the wall again. All right, so right leg back again. Let's do some football kicks. Okay, put your toes into your palm. Ready? Hitch. Hand up, knee. Hunt. Shi. Up. Hook. Sichi. Hutch. Ku. And you. All right, Ariane, it's nice to see you still got your flexibility. Okay, left leg, hitch. Yi. Sun. Shi. Go. Hook. Sichi. Hutch. Ku. And you. All right, left leg again. Let's do inside to out. Itch, knee, thumb, shi, go. Hook, sichi, hach, ku, eju. I switch. Itch, knee, sun, shi, go. Hook, sich, hach, ku, eju. My legs apart. Okay, some squats. Hitch, knee, thumb, shi, go. Crook, hitch, hotch, coot, and you. 10 more. Hitch, knee, thumb, shi, go. Crook, hitch, hotch, coot, and you. All right, good. Shake it out a little bit. Arms around. Switch. Front back. Elbows up. Up and over. Keep this hip here and push it that way. Push your shoulders that way. Spread them apart. And a down and out straight. Sink at the waist. Bring it down. And pull it in at the ankle. Keep your back straight. Your neck up. And back to the center. And roll it up again. What were we doing? Oh yeah, sorry. I went off into what we're doing on the class too. And over. Okay, straighten your back out, Mickey. No, you're still curved like this. Straighten it out, straighten it out. There you go, that's better. Now walk it down. Grab the ankle, keep your back straight, your head up. So the idea is, for me, is I think of pushing this part down toward my knee this way, instead of my shoulders down to my knee. Okay, walk it back to center, bend, pulse it, and walk it out. Drop your hips, and over to the left, or right, I mean, and to the left, and back to center, and come back. Okay, up, and then walk it up. Pete, can you push those carpets so they kind of touch? There you go. No, this is a band. I think because of my shoulder injection, I think it went the rest of the body, and it's an anti-inflammatory steroid. And the steroids, they say, even for the hip, they're good for maybe 2 weeks-ish. I think you had something like that, didn't you? It was about 2 weeks, and then it kind of wears off. And maybe that'll get me through my first 2 rounds of golf in Florida. Okay, long. And ball the foot. Pulse it. Back and down, pulse it. Again, keep your neck up or your chin up, back, and push your belly button down to your thigh, not your shoulders to your knee. And back. Other way. Ball the foot. And straighten and down. All right, and up. Okay, shake it out a little bit. Arm across. And down the back. Was anybody considering going to the tournament coming up? I think the last day for early registration, I think, is Monday, or it might be even today, actually. Okay, so just Mary? Yeah, but it's got to be in the mail, postmarked by the day, I would guess. So I wouldn't wait. There's nobody's postmarking anything tomorrow. Okay, on your hip. So Mary, what kata are you gonna do? Hangets, okay, good. Did you get your shot in your shoulder? Or is that next week? Okay. If you can avoid the shot until like maybe the week before, then it'd be feeling good for 2 weeks. Ah, see, you got to be part of your own medical care. It's kind of the reason why I chose March 22nd for my surgery, is that I'm going to be in Florida. So, you know, get it done right before when I get back, and then also hopefully be ready for golf season in early May. Fishing season, boating season, grandkids at the beach season. Even after 6 weeks, that should have healed by then. Okay, well, we'll see what he tells me. Till when? 3 months. Oh no. Well, let's see. If I have it in March, April, May, June. Yeah, June's about when the water warms up enough where you can get in the water and tie off the boat. Otherwise, I'll have to just toss an anchor. That doesn't work as well, especially if the wind's blowing good. That, or I gotta convince somebody else to go in the water. And she shall remain nameless. She don't like to go in the water. Maybe I'll have Kurt do it when you guys come out. All right, Kurt, you got to go in the water. Elaine said. Well, usually my boat guests are more than happy at the end of the ride to go in and take them out. I'm usually the one at the beginning to go put them in. I got these sand anchors that you've got to rotate into the sand. And you got to get in and do it. Fortunately, a lot of times it only goes up to just that past your knee. So I could probably do it. Just got to make sure I get to the right spot. wonder if they make waterproof Band-Aids that'll be long enough for the patch or for the cut, right? Okay. All right, looks like we're not going to have Andy today, so I'm going to back this all the way up. And foot sweeps, learning. Okay. All right. All right, let's move up a little bit, give the people a little room, a little bit more room, move away from the side walls and kind of away from the Schluter Fluters here, move away from that grass part because we might go that way. So if you need to alternate so you can move a little bit further in, that might be good. Okay. All right, let's yo eat out again, Kumite. All right, so we're going to start with some combinations. Okay, so today, first bit is about Kumite, second bit is about some kata. Okay, so from here, I want to shift in one, bring the back leg. Actually, we're going to leave this up here. One, shuffle in, do another one, two, then step in oitsuki, three. And you can still leave this up if you like. Okay, so the footwork, let's just do the footwork. 1 and 2, 3. Okay, there we go. Ich san shi. Ich san shi. Ich san shi. Ich san shi. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of yeah, chase the guy down. He don't want to be caught, right? So you got to really push. Boom, boom. Really push. Okay, even a little slide maybe after the shuffle. Go ahead and slide after you've really reached out this way, and then step. Because part of that slide is going to be your step, right? So as I'm here, this here, if I were to just stay with just a simple shuffle, that might be this. Okay, but if I'm going to take the step anyway, why not go ahead and go that distance, one, and really reach out on the jab. If you can score on that jab, maybe they didn't realize that you would shuffle, then maybe they were just doing a double shift. Remember that day you were doing just a double shift? I was able to get all over him because he didn't get enough distance on the second shift. Okay, all right, let's go. So really go long. Itch. Good, again. Can you go longer? 5'11"? Same length, same height? Okay, let's compare who's farther. Knee. I got you by 6 inches. Where you at? Put your toes on the line. Toes on the line. There you go. Okay, you caught up to me. Good. So where does it happen? It happens at the first one. You get about a foot, and then it also happens this one where you really push off with that back leg. She. Also on that first one, landing heel limits you. Okay, land ball, you can go longer. If you land ball, you can reach out, kind of like a lion or a tiger, right? Really reaches out and claws forward. Go. There you go. Now see if you can pick up the tempo of it. Bump, bump, bump. Sichi. Nice. Hachi. All right, Dirk, if you can touch him on his back, go ahead. Two. Not quite. Okay. Last one. Joe. Okay, so the reason why you're struggling on that second one, when you step out on the first one, your knee turns out. And then you're trying to do this, Is it because of your foot? Okay. But your knee is turning out, which means you're putting a little bit more torque on it. Okay. So you're kind of dragging it then? All right. Well, all right. So even if you're dragging it, I get that. But why don't you take and squeeze your thighs together to bring this in here? Okay, because this is making you do this bow-legged type move, and it's not working. Okay, a couple more. Itch. Squeeze it in. There you go. That's better. And even more. Turn your foot in just a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah. Better. Still looking down though. Okay, so let's work the defense side of that, and then we'll put the techniques to it. Okay. This is always the fun part. So everybody left leg forward. So in order to maintain the distance, you need to move like they move, or close the distance and attack while they're trying to do the shuffle or the step, right? So as they're taking the longer technique, there's two ways to deal with it. One is you need to maintain your long technique to go away, or you come in while you have the time, kind of breaking their timing. And we'll do that too in the Kumite part of it. Okay, so right now we want to just keep our own distance. We're assuming they're kind of on the edge of the ring over here, and we got lots of room here. Maybe we're on the diagonals, and we got lots of room to go backwards. Okay, this one here, their thighs, they're trying to drive you out of the ring. Okay, so you can go back straight. We'll start there, and then at the very end, we'll do a step that kind of takes us a little bit off the angle, knowing that the edge of the ring might be right there. Okay, so first one is a shift. 1, bring this front foot back. 2, step 3. Okay, so shift, shuffle, and step. Okay, shift, shuffle, step. Good. Shift, shuffle, step. Shift, shuffle, step. And it doesn't really matter what leg you end up backwards as long as you take a full step. So on the shuffle, let's just say you get a little confused. Shift, shuffle, and you shuffle back and you put your left leg back instead. That's okay. Take a whole step. Just make sure you take a whole step on the second part of it. So it's all about just distance control, not necessarily what leg you got forward. Okay. Pitch. Knee. And don't forget, they're using that really big drive forward, so you got to use the really big drive backwards with the front leg. Pitch. And also, anytime you got your legs out this way, you're not using your inner thighs to pull yourself backwards or forwards. Sheet. Go. It's almost like dance, right? Let's go. And use that hip rotation backwards to help you go back faster too. Hachi. No. Hip first, leg second. If you're waiting till the very end to do your hip, watch. 1, 2, and then you're doing this and leaving this hip forward. That's not helping you bring. You want to take the hip, and it's almost like, I'll do this with my jacket. Okay. This is my hip. Legs here. This gets my body out of the way. That just catches me. Okay. If I move the leg first, my body didn't move much, and then it moves later, right? So move the hip, rotate the hip backwards when you step. That way, your body's moving out of the way. Watch. If I'm here, and I'll go sideways here. If I'm here, my body's moving out of the way that much before my leg even comes off the ground. if I bring my leg back, I don't move as much. And then I move it later. That's not good. Let's do a few more. Come up a little bit. Itch. That's it, Masa. I like that better. Roku. Well, that was really good. Just that you lost your balance is okay, because now you're moving faster and more rigorously. Now you got to find a way to catch your balance. Hachi. You shortened up your hip turn. Ku. Oh, more violently open up your hip, okay? Yep. That's it. Now, just not too much where you get this way, because guess what? They make an accident and step on your, push into your knee. Now that knee's gone. So keep that knee forward, facing your opponent. Okay. So from here, let's do the techniques that go with it. Okay. So we did shift, or shift, shuffle, step, right? So jab, jab. 1, 2, 3. Oitsuki on the last one. Now let's keep our hands up. Okay. Yes, Mike. Yeah, a little bit like Sochin. So this is like boxing, right? Okay. One of the things about the new age of tournaments and stuff like that, and actually probably in street fighting too, is keeping your hands up here to protect your computer. Okay. You got guys that are going to come in, hands up. They're going to come in this way, this way, this way, right down the middle. So you got, so they're trying to turn off your computer. If your hand's down here like this, I got to bring it way up here to stop this, or I got to move away from it, or maybe hope to catch it with the front hand. Okay, that's usually my deal, is I'm going to catch it with the front hand and maybe go back in with it. But this is kind of a good practice unless you're bringing something in. So if I'm here, boom, right, boom. Now I don't have to worry about this hand, and this hand's already up, bam. Okay, or if I'm here and he punches with that hand, now I got this as an Agiuki type thing. So as long as I got something in it, bringing it here is a good thing. Okay, training here, basics, good thing, because I want to have, pull away. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, I'm connected here. I got my shoulder down. I got my elbow toward my spine. That's a good thing. Now, I don't necessarily hold him there forever, just long enough for me to put some kinetic energy into him, right? So this training is good for when you have something in it. But when you don't have anything in it, protection is here. Okay, and it's kind of a evolution that has happened over the last few years in a lot of the martial arts circles, is keeping those hands up. There's some people who have been doing it for a long time. It looks a lot more like boxing. It looks a lot more like sport. But in actuality, I think it's very safe in if you need it outside, because you're not going to fight a martial artist. Okay, and even if you do, you got to worry about head kicks. And if you overreact to this one down here, he's going to turn your computer off real easily. Or if you overreact to this one and he's got the kick coming on this side. Okay, so that's why keeping these hands up are a good idea. Okay, all right, let's go. So Kazamazuki, Oitsuki, itch. And you want to reach without leaning, reach long. Okay, really go long. You're chasing them down. Itch. Yes, I like it. Good job. Notice I didn't step on the last one. You were able to overtake me. Itch. That's it. Keep that other hand up here. No, this one right here. When you went to the Oitsuki, you dropped it down here. Okay, which, do that again. Oitsuki, drop that hand down there. Step. Right? So be careful. Itch. Itch. That's it, Elaine. Good, Mike. Two. Yeah. All right, so you're punching a little early, Elaine, which is okay if they're right, if they're there and you overtook them. Okay. Unlikely with your lack of length and prowess and height that you're going to be able to chase them down before they get. Now, if they do the just 3 shifts, maybe. Okay, so you got to have both in your repertoire. So the last one, I would suggest you make it a full. Wait till you get to the end. Okay, let's do a couple more so she can work on that, trying to get her timing down on the punch. Okay, the rest of you, I want you to punch a little early. Okay, assume you've chased them down. 1, 2, 3, and then let your foot down. Punch a little early. So here's the deal with that one. Can I use you for a second? I want you to do 3 shifts. Okay, come back this way. Just 3 shifts, nice and slow. No, I'm gonna go. You're gonna go backwards. Just 3 shifts. Come this way some more. Okay, good. Okay, so the first one, I kind of sneak in. I can get him from here. Don't move at all. If I shift in, right? So he's gonna shift back 1. He's gonna shift back 2, and then only shift back 3. See, I can get him. Well, you took a whole step too. Yeah, you gotta listen. Shift, shift, shift. I know that's wrong, but it could be the way that they reacted to you. Notice if he only shifted, I could have got him even sooner, right? Okay, so I was able to touch before my foot landed. If I waited, we'll go real slow. 1, 2, now only shift. Waited, how much fast I go, which is good for street, okay, but not so good for tournament. Okay, Hansoko, you're out, right? Okay, a couple more. So everybody else besides Elaine, I want you to pre-punch before your foot lands. Elaine's going to get it to the long punch. Edge. There you go. Knee. Oh, you got to punch sooner. Sun. There you go. Good. Now, when you punch sooner, you got to assume that the rest of that goes into their head. Okay, so if I'm here before my foot lands, that means I've touched. If you just keep holding it out there, you pushed into them and Hansoko, you're still down, right? So it should be a 1, 2, boom. Come here, pull it off, but you still need to put Kumite on it, okay? So I'm not talking about popcorn punch, boom. I want to have Kumite, lock it out for just a split second, put it right on, and then pull it off. Okay. All right, here we go. A couple more. Edge. Oh, it's at the very end. Sooner. Edge. No, waiting to the end. Punch it earlier. Edge. There you go. Nice. Edge. Good. Now you're not able to stop. Which is okay as long as you run past them, okay? Take a whole extra step if you need to. Edge. Oh, you wait to the end. 2. That's it. Kind of robotic though. A little bit more smooth. Chasing them down, loosey goosey. Jump. That's Mickey. Good. All right. So now backwards. We got block, block, block. Yakuzuki, and we can leave this one up here too. So shift, shift, shuffle, block again, Yakuzuki. Okay, let's take it slow to start off. Remember, it's a shift, shuffle, step, right? Itch, knee, thumb, shi. Okay, use your hand control to tell them where to punch. Give them direction. Make sure your hand is on the outside of your ear. So this is always a good. Don't leave it here and then change it. Okay, unless you're okay with blocking on this side too, that's fine. But you need to know which side you've chosen for them. My hand's here. Yeah, see, he can't even punch me with that hand over here. Here it go. He has to come on the inside. I want to leave him room to do that, but I don't want to leave him room to punch on this side. It just won't make it at all. I don't even have to move my arm and I can go in. Don't even have to move it if I'm in the right spot. Yes, sir. Yeah, I would say up here. Yeah. No, not here. Because I've already blocked that, right? So if I shift back, so the question was, should I be like this or leave it over here? If I'm 1, 2, 3, I'm going to bring this over here. Because where am I open? So I'm going to change. He's not going to want to hit me here again because my hand's already there. So bring it over. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So shift, shuffle, step, block, block, block. Here we go. Move up some, move up some. Hitch. And remember, all these blocks should be tap, tap, not leave it in over here. Tap, bring it back. Okay. Bring it back to home, which is here. Bring it back to home, which is here. And then get that other hand up. Yeah, there you go. Hitch. Shift, shuffle, step. I know it's easier said than done. Hitch. Just put it in your brain. Shift, shuffle, step. Shift, shuffle, step. Go. You got something else going. You got a shift, shift, shuffle, then a stumble and a step. Roku. Hey, don't forget the blocks. Chichi. Hachi. Cup. You all right, Pete? Is that hurting you? Yeah. Chip. Okay, so be careful. Opening over more, rotating. This knee collapsing. Okay. Last one. Chip. All right, good. Get your fist guards. Looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, we have. Okay. And let's spread out down the dojo. Mike, can you work with Masa today? Work with Masa? Thank you. Dirk, glasses off. All right, spread out a little bit. We got lots of room down here. Okay, while you're setting up, reminder, if you're interested in a new gi, I'm going to place an order Monday morning. So it can be here by Thursday before I go off on vacation. And maybe I can bring the gis here to the live class on Thursday night for pickup and that. So hopefully, if anybody needs one, I know you won't need it for the early spring session, but once we get going in the late spring session, I think we'll be live here or maybe over in the park too, which be nice to see people in a gi at the park. It's a good advertising tool. Okay. All right. So follow each other. Us. All right. So my side here is going to do the attack. 1, 2, 3. The side here is going to do the same thing, going backwards. 1, 2, 3. and then come back with a gyatsuki. All right. And then after about 5 of these, what I would like to say is, and let's make sure you don't come onto this, because you know these screws are a little high and they'll rip your toe and rip your foot off. So try not to go on this at all. I didn't notice that until just now. So these screws are up. They need to, you could tear your foot completely off here. Okay, so what was I going to say? All right, so after 5, then this side here, I want you to go ahead and take a little bit of an angle on the last shift or the last step. Okay, so it'll look like this. Okay, so go slow. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go off a little bit to the side. I'm going to maybe block this side, or I could take a little angle that way. 1, 2, 3. Just a little bit of an angle so that it's not, I don't have to block. It's just insurance, and I might be able to punch a little early, or maybe not take a full step and be a little closer. 1, 2. Tense stomach. Tense stomach. Okay. Fortunately, I did not hit her that hard, but it was right on a soft stomach. Yes, ma'am.
I'm just attacking him when we're setting, or I'm attacking, he's attacking.
Let's have that side just attack for a while, and then after 10, stop, and then we'll come back the other way. That way the distance off of the corners doesn't change, so you don't end up on that thing or deep into this side. So reset back to your, maybe start on the line of the first pad, you know, and then that gives them enough room to get out of the way. All right. All right, so let's start the first 5 just kind of slow, okay? And then we'll do 10 from there, 5 just regular, and then 5 with the angle. All right, I'll count the first ones. Itch. You didn't step. That's why she was so close, right? Knee. No, still here. Still here. Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. Punch, shoot on, not breast. Okay. I know you're taller, or go Jonan. That's fine too. Too far. Thumb. She. All right, Pete. Or Peter, I'm sorry. You're like way out here with your cover arm. Yeah, this is like the Sochin one. Yeah, like you said, keep it right in tight. Okay. Yeah, don't let that elbow up. And last one, slow, go. That's it, Mary. Nice. Okay, now on your own, 5. A little bit upward pace. Okay, if the person on the other side isn't moving so well, maybe teach them a little lesson early, and then give them a little chance to work on it after a couple. Pitch. All right, not getting back fast enough. You guys are starting too close, Mickey. Yeah, that's why you lost that one tournament that time. You were like, here. Right? That guy took advantage of that so quickly. All right, here we go. Knee. Uh-oh. Whoa, that's not good. Let's try and remember that one, because I'm going to try and get them to glue it down. Yeah, but there should have some floor glue that touches on it too. Move over a little bit. Move over a little bit. Okay. All right, on your own. Go. Keep going. So instead of just walking in on them, extend the distance and then walk in on it. Okay, after you're done. Extend the distance. Shift away. You're doing this. Hit me. Right? So you got to shift away.
You mean go towards them?
You're going toward him. Yeah, don't do that. Go. 1, 2, 3, boom. Don't do that. Here. And then create a distance. And then once you're safe, then reset, okay? Punch. No. Reverse punch. Reverse punch.
Here. I don't know.
Do it again. Do it again. After your reverse punch, I want you to leave and then reset.
1,
2, 3, reverse punch. There you go. Then reset. That's it. Now, if you're finding yourself like this, that means you could have hit her sooner. So that means your foot's got to get back there quicker so that you could boom, punch when she's there, not just when you land your foot. Okay.
So when like if I go, go sliding and then I just touch him and little bit.
Touch his face. Touch his face. Make him deal with it.
I mean, in the.
Oh, at the very end? Yeah. Keep distance or.
If I touch his hand, so cool.
Yeah, well, that's. But if you're leaving it here, he's got all this. So don't only shift 3 times. 1, 2. Go off to do your angle thing. Don't necessarily rely on this because otherwise, if they're this close, they can put something on you, right? Or maybe they get a hold of you, right?
Yeah. I mean, maybe I try. Oh, I gotta expect it.
Yeah. Work on your footwork.
If I touch it.
You could to help create some distance from you. That's fine because his mass is going to add some energy to me moving away. Okay, it's kind of like the equal opposite reaction. Whatever motion he has, that the energy that I put into his body is going to help push me away a little bit.
So that is okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But just work on your footwork to not be there. Okay. Bring it in this side. Now this side's doing the attack. Okay, first 5 are slow. Shift, shuffle, step. Both sides and just straight back. Itch. Okay, so if you're that long, you're taking too big a step. And if she's taking big steps and you're not catching her, your legs are longer than hers. Okay, so you should be able to catch her. Nay. San. Don't wait for him to end. Don't wait for him to have. You're already there. Get him while he's stepping. That's even better. Okay. She. Go. All right, good. Now on your own. That one keep sliding out.
What happened? He went back and he kept on sliding. I go, what are you doing?
Here, come this way. Well, if he's over moving.
No, it wasn't his fault. It was the
just cover. But again, if he does over move, that's okay. You've got plenty of time to react to anything he wants to do. If he comes from over there and tries to do his gyakzuki, no, just your gyakzuki. Yeah, here. Block it, counter it, okay? And just let him know that he's moving too far. Okay. On your own, keep going. Too far away. Come this way, No, not toward me, that way. There you go. Pete, you're over blocking.
I'm stepping back too far.
You're like, well, you're doing this. Look where my arm is compared to where your body is. So just there. just there. And even if it touches a little bit, okay, it's a deflection. Your hip is already open anyway. Try and move out. Not here, not after you've blocked and punched. Try and do it on the block part. So it's all in one motion, closing the hip. I know. Yeah, I know. Okay. You're such a nice Suke. A nice attacker because
I was a million miles away.
Yeah. You know what? I watched that on some of these demonstrations where they're doing one-step sparring and three-step sparring, and it's like here, and the other person's out here reaching for it or blocking, and there's nothing on it, right? And then when I went to Randall Hassel's dojo in St. Louis, I'm lining up here, and they're all lining up here. And that's the way they do it. No, they don't slide in or anything like that. They're just, you know, they're used to being this far away. So I'm putting it right on them, and they're able to put it right on me, and it's a, you know, 2 for me, and they're like, I really like that. But then when I come in after being gone for a couple weeks, they'd go back to their old ways of being like 10 miles away. It's like, couple more, get closer, start off closer, sneak in. There it is. Oh, you both did good on that one. Excellent. So your first one isn't moving at all. Your first one is just here. So yeah, you gotta, you know what, can I get you from here?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you gotta try and touch on your first one, okay? Make her deal with touch. Now granted, she's gonna move, so your attempt to touch is gonna end up here, okay? But if you don't slide in, you don't even have to shift back on the first one. You could just go wham, right?
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I would.
No block? Oh, you're trying to see if he's getting close enough? Okay, good. All right, Emmy. All right, fist guards off. We went over on that part, but you know what? I like it because we get 2-person drills for a change, and it's kind of fun. So while you guys are taking your fist guards out, one of the things that I wanted to point out, a couple things that I saw is need to be close enough so this first one could touch if they didn't move. Okay, if you're just doing this kind of in place and you're like at this much distance, why would they move at all? That's one thing that I used to really pride myself on when I was in tournaments and stuff like that. Guys that didn't punch close enough to my face or stomach, I didn't move, and I let them waste their movement without a technique to get closer to me. If they're doing a movement and it gets close enough with a technique, yeah, I got to deal with that. But if they're moving, if they shift in and throw a technique that doesn't have a distance to it, now they've got to use more movement. And while they're doing that movement, that's when I can get them. Okay, so you have to make, as the attacker, you have to make the first one real enough to cause a reaction. Because otherwise, if they're here, and you punch just barely to their hand, I just stand there. It didn't cause me to do anything. Didn't even bring my hand over here, which opens up this side. Okay, even Chudanzuke, if they're punching way out here for Chudanzuke, I don't need to bring this hand down. I'll just stay, maybe make a little adjust, but I don't need to bring the hand down and reopen a new line of attack for them, right? So need to make sure that distance is good. All right, let's do Enpi a couple times, and then we'll do one of the bunkai from it, okay? Enpi. Hitch. Hump cheek. Go rook. Hitch. Hach, ku, ju, ich, ni, sam, shi, go. Ich, eight, hach, ku, ich, ni, sam, shi, go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Ich, ni, sam, shi, go. Ich, eight, ich, yame, emba. Okay, one little detail. I was watching some folks online the other day after the class and everything, kind of critiquing the way they're doing it. Sometimes folks are closing their hips up on these. Okay, this is really just a closed hip, stays closed hip. So from here, closed hip, don't open, close, open, close, just straight from here. And I think in reality, this upward hand is probably not the technique. I think it's here, like we've seen in Waokes and stuff like that, okay? So I think this lower hand would be a nice block downward, but this one here is probably palm up or fingers up rather than palm up. So it's supposed to be like this in the kata. To be honest, I need you for a second. Actually, open chin. Okay. So just standing there, chin there. My fingers touch his chest before I get to his chin. So probably not that, unless I'm thinking it's going to be fingertips to the trachea. Probably not, or maybe to the side. Maybe it's a little bit coming in from the side. I could get it, but these fingertips would touch his chest before I got my palm there. So this one, step out, punch, probably at least turned a little bit, probably more like that. Okay, so actual use, palm, fingers up rather than palms down. Yeah, but kata, palm up. Yeah. Well, possibly that too, but I would think that one would probably be more of a, because resist. Yeah, if he just puts a little bit of shoulder and a drop of his weight into his lats, there's no way you can break his arm unless you catch it when it's fully relaxed, right? I would think like in Jian, okay, or Jite and Jian. This right here, I got body dynamics that I'm driving through it. This one here, all I can do is lift with my shoulder, and his lat's a lot stronger than my shoulder, and his elbow bend with the bicep is stronger than that too. Bend your elbow and drop your lat. Yeah, I can't even do that. So I'd have to roll it over and push. Okay, so maybe that's this, where I'm pushing down here, lifting here. That might be an opportunity there too. But again, know that you could turn it over and make it a chin strike and a drive it in. Because I like this thought here of punch here, then I'm driving here, look, groin open. Whew. And then from there, because I hit his groin, he's going to be there. So now I get underneath and toss. Okay, so that's kind of my thought there, because, and even if I were to get this other hand, elbow up here, see how it turns his groin away from me? That's not the next move. Okay, get your partners. Yes, sir.
The transition between the back stance down block
Yeah.
to the touching the thing.
Yeah.
Do you move
Move front leg. Move the front leg. Yes. Move the front leg. Yeah. Yeah. Move the front leg because you want to get a little bit more base on the outside of him so you can get this right down the middle. This is going to come right into his groin. This one here is going to bring this, either grab his shoulder, grab the back of his head, or grab somewhere down the arm sleeve, and then pull him over the top of you, dump him on the ground, drop him on the ground, bam, bam. Okay? And if he happens to be able to step out of it, then you got a shuto to the neck of some sort. Okay, partners? Spread out, spread out, spread out. No, not family. Okay, go with Mickey. Yeah. New partner if you like. That's fine. Move down, move down, move down. Okay, Pete, can I use you again? And Mickey, can you move away from the camera? All right, so we're going to do the first move again. Okay, so we're just here. We're just here, and he's going to attack with a big swing. No, this. Okay, big swing. I'm going to come down. First move, come down onto his armpit or on his arm. Now, nice move. I didn't have to do a whole lot. There's a gate amburai right there as I step across. And that keeps me away from that arm. This turns away, that strikes. Then from here, boom. Or I could go right to the next move, which is there. Okay. If I don't go down as far, maybe he doesn't react as hard. Okay. I'm going to have to go groin, boom. Come over the top, chin slowly, bam. Okay. Chin slowly enough to take them to the ground. If it's here, do the full down block. They go down to the ground, kick them and run, right? They don't go down the ground, maybe they step away, they got some good movement, or my hand slips off, then you got a yang to come on the other side. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, you got 5 chances to hurt him. Okay, so 1. Okay, he didn't go down far enough, so I'm going to put this into his groin. 2, he's going to come down even farther. 3, 4, this I don't need anymore. Kick him. Okay. All right. So you decide how far you need to take it. Reminder, anything where you're moving the neck, you pull a little bit till you find some resistance, go slow, and then let them do the rest of the movement on their own. Okay. And let's alternate a little bit so that the throws don't end up on each other. So Mickey that way. Pete this way. Okay. All right, let's go. On your own. So that side doing the big punch, this side here doing the strike on the arm. All right, so Mary, or so pull. Do that pull again. Now notice she's got her wrong leg forward that you're not used to having. So you're going to still step out and you're going to strike the leg there. Okay. So you're going to strike the leg there. She had her other leg forward, then the groin's available. Yeah, there you go. But you don't have to do that. It's just whatever happens to come out. So you got leg or groin. There you go. Strike the groin and move this leg out. Yeah, there you go. Good. Now she didn't go far enough down, so you got to come over the top and stand up now because you want to be higher than. Now reach over and pull, and you can use that arm to help turn. Now she didn't go all the way over, so you got to yang her with the elbow, with the punch, because she don't like to go down. Well, make room so that she can go down if she. Can we use the? Huh? Can we use that when he's on the ground? Put the knee into the. Oh yeah, you could if he's on the ground, but if he's not, yeah, that too. Yeah, you could add that to it as well. Sure. You can always go back to the first move if you like too. All right, hold on. So You got to be closer to hit that.
Hit that.
Yeah.
Then
And
back.
now hold on. Back of the neck, you stand up.
Oh,
Bam.
there. Okay.
Now reach.
Now reach. Okay. Down.
Yeah. 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 So if he goes down, you can drop onto him, or just, I prefer the
Standing up.
my giddy kick to the head, because that's typically the ending move for most street fights, that somebody goes down to the ground. That's the time when you get kicked in the head or in the ribs. Okay. The other thing is, you need to come in deeper. You're punching here. Yeah, there. So now I get to pull you in. See how close I am?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I pull him in, now I've got strikes. Boom. And then boom. And then let this hand help you.
Oh, bring them around. Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
doing that. Switch.
Not yet. Do a couple more. And kick him again. Boom, and then run away. Let's see. Oh, you didn't hit him in the groin. Bring his head down. Too busy, yeah. There you go. Now kick him. Kick him right in the ribs. Well, you missed. You went right over the top of him. Hold on. Yeah. You're skipping all the details of the kata. Okay. Notice. Here, I'm pulling him in. Okay. And then from here, you're not turning at all. I want you to turn to see. Can you grab there?
Yep.
Yeah. Grind is open. So I need to strike there. And then as I come back up, here. And then, okay. So that groin turn. Oh, and then also he's down there and he rolls all the way out of it, right? Okay. He's there. Bam. Front stance is just the neck, just step right through with a front stance into the ribs. Okay. You will do what you practice. If you practice to miss, you will miss in reality. Okay. Last one, and then we'll switch sides. Person. Turn sideways. There you go. Good. Come over the top. Boom. Boom. There you go. Good. And not just foot, shin. Just step out into a front stance. Okay, other person. Pete, come this way. No, just, there you go. Now turn sideways, because he could get your groin from there if he needed to. Strike the leg. Yeah, come inside. There you go. Good. Boom. Boom. And now use back leg. Heel. Yeah. Heel, but not ball. Heel. Yeah. Especially when he's down and you're trying to aim there. Heel. If it's more straight in, ball would be better. Yeah. A nice mashigiri would be nice to the head. You could do mashigiri to the head too. That's another good one. All right, don't forget to come down on her neck, down the back of the neck. Be nice about it though. Now just let your elbow. Yeah, if he comes way down, you could just send this out that way. Yeah, like a hand or a teki nidan or a teki shodan like this. It's the same move. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Or even like this, or even a stomp is fine, And if you're going to do a little stomp here, just for his safety.
Oh, you mean now? Put in the
in the fight you could go right to the neck or right to the back of the head, because here's what's happening. He's going to roll over and try and keep his head off the ground. There'll be a nice little space for concussion. And Make it a pop instead of just a complete blowout. There you go, Pete. And then follow up with whatever you got until he's done, and then walk away. All right, so you're stepping backwards on the first one. I don't think you need to. You could do a turn, just a little bit of a turn if you wanted to. That'd be fine, but I think you're going to back away and you're having to pull him too much. He's coming to you, which is a good thing. See how you shifted backwards? Yeah, you don't shift. You don't need to. Just bring this leg back to even with your other leg. There it is. Boom. No, you don't need to step forward. Just stay right there and pull him to your leg, to your body. There you go. Now turn sideways. Strike. Good. Yes. What's that?
Would it be better to do this?
If he's on the ground?
No, when you're
Yeah, show me what you mean. Come this way. Go ahead. Well, don't forget you're stepping backwards a little bit, and you're trying. If this leg is open, you can always add techniques to the combination. But what I like about the strike on here, what I like about the strike, can you hit groin? Yeah, he can still hit groin even though I'm kicking. So I want to turn my body here so that he can't hit groin. And then you're forgetting this part altogether. Behind the back of the head. Okay, then here, where's his chin? There it is. Okay.
Also, we're both forgetting. Okay, start it.
Let that other arm go.
Start it. Now I just saw something we both missed.
Go.
Pull me, yeah. When he just pulled me, he just shook me up.
Yeah, and it also causes a reaction of him pulling backwards, which is in the direction that I want him to go. Pull backwards. Which is in the direction that I want him to go. He's going to help me. All right, yummy. All right, one thing that Mike noticed, but it also caused me to have a thought, is on this first smash. Can you move out of the way here? And come this way. On this first smash from the beginning, big swing. If I'm just doing this and trying to push down, resist. Okay? His resistance is from this side. But if I pull, he's going to activate the bicep to pull back, right? Because he don't want to be pulled. And guess what? That bicep resistance helps me because it's causing it to want to bend this way. So use this pull to help you. And then you can change this. This doesn't have to be a firm down block right down here. You could bring this from here if you wanted to. But you do want to still turn it over. And then from here, bam. Snap. Well, and you can even wait till he starts to get up and boom, go right through. Big wheel kick, roundhouse kick, done. Hey, he started it. You got the video. He's the one that swung at me first, right? And you can even do a little bit of turn this way. See, I'm still facing him, and I want to keep my groin because he can grab me with this one, even though that hand gets knocked over here because I've turned him this way. But if he's on it, he can grab my groin, so I want to keep my groin safe. Boom, boom. And it doesn't have to necessarily come this way. It could do, there's just something here on that third technique, okay? Okay, party partners. All right, let's line up. We'll leave that there. Arigato gozaimasu. All right, great class today. Appreciate it. Man, it was nice to see everybody here. This is our last Saturday at this facility until I come back, which will be sometime in May, we hope. Okay. We still have Tuesday, Thursday here next week. And you guys should have all gotten a invitation to participate in the spring. We're going to start on March 22nd on my surgery day. I probably won't be checking in for a couple weeks till I'm off the opioids. Hopefully that'll be just a few days. Yeah, so I might be checking in on the second week. Tuesdays and Thursdays are guaranteed. Okay, we're going to have instructors for those days. Saturdays, Miho's going to sign up for as many as she can. And if we can get enough folks to sign up for Saturdays, Michael, if you can participate in that too, you're welcome to do that. Be an instructor on the Saturday classes. I will send you the link to the website that has the sign-up sheet on it. Make sure you sign up. If we have enough instructors, then Marty's going to send a note on Thursdays to confirm that we have enough people that want to train. If it's 2 people, Marty will get back to the instructors, say, hey, you want to run a class with just Elaine and Mary? And they might go, well, yeah, we'll do advanced kata all day. Yeah, great. Or if it's, maybe just Pete and Ariane. I don't know. Maybe not. I really do have, well, and it's nothing against them. It's just, I really do have some other things I need to do. But, even with 2 people online, you're going to have actually 4 people total, right? So I personally like the smaller class because then you could tailor it to the people there. Or you could just say, all right, you guys are going to come do what I want to do and do the best you can. And even if you struggle, karate is about the struggle, right? It's not necessarily about the belt you got holding up your pants, right? It's all about the struggle and how you deal with the struggle and how you push yourself and try and be better each time you come. So yeah, Mike.
I'm willing to, like on a Saturday or however we do it, to split it with somebody.
Yeah, that's the intent. The intent is to have, Mike, the intent is to have 2 instructors for every class. And it doesn't have to be. It's just a little easier because then the person doing the instructing doesn't get cheated to not really train much. But then again, you could structure the class where you're training the whole class. Like you see me, I'm doing cardio. You could pick one of the cardio classes that we had. If you need me to send you the cardio outlines, I've got those. Okay. In fact, I might just do that in advance, send you some of the cardio outlines that I've got, or you can go watch the cardio classes and write them down. And then what I usually do is I'll type them out, big font, so I can read them from afar. And then you just need to have a Tabata timer. Okay. Yeah, I've got an app on the phone. I'll send you guys a note with the app on the phone. Take a picture of it and send that to you too. It's pretty simple, and the challenge is to set up the timer with certain settings. But I can send you pictures of those settings too. Okay. All right. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yeah. No, I'm good with the cane. I'm good with the toilet lift. I just don't have a walker yet, and I'm sure they'll hook me up with some.
Mine I got from the hospital, but I stayed overnight.
Oh, okay.
For the first hip. Second hip, I already had it.
Yeah.
It was too soon. They don't.
I'm sure they won't send me home without a walker.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
But if you need anything.
All right. Thank you.